Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Playoff High School Quiz Bowl competition here on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. I'm Ray Petlin. I have the honor of asking questions to some of the brightest high school students from around the region, and we have a great playoff matchup for you today, featuring teams from Armstrong High School, Butler Senior High School, and Carmichaels High School. We're going to jump right into the competition, starting everyone off with 100 points on the board. We're going to start earning points in a round we call Player's Choice. In this round, there are 5 picture-based questions for each team. 25 points is awarded for a correct answer, and there are no deductions for incorrect answers. We call it Player's Choice because there are 3 categories to choose from, and our categories today are astronomy, European history, and literature. Randomly selected to go first is Carmichaels High School, and which of those categories would you like?
We'll take literature, please.
Literature it is, and here we go with your first question. What is the name of the prison in the Harry Potter books?
Azkaban.
That is right. In Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, Hester Prynne's punishment is to wear what scarlet letter on her dress for the rest of her life, serving as a public symbol of her shame and sin?
A.
A is correct. A boy and a runaway slave float down the Mississippi River in what novel by Mark Twain?
I want to say Adventures. I think that's what I thought.
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
That is the right one. Very nicely done. Name this kind of work collected by Andrew Lang and the Brothers Grimm, often originally passed on by word of mouth.
Yeah, whatever you want to say.
Folk tales.
Folk tales or fables, we would have even accepted fairy tales on that one. Very nicely done. And here's your final question in this round. The Bell Jar, written by this American novelist who became a central figure in the confessional poetry movement in women's literature. Who was it?
Just say that if I don't have a guess.
No.
Yeah, do you?
Emily Dickinson.
Very good guess, but we were looking for Sylvia Plath on that one. You went 4 for 5, and you start off with a very nice 200 points on the board. Very nicely done, Carmichaels High School. Up next is our team from Armstrong. The 2 categories we have left over are astronomy and European history. Which of those categories would you like?
Can we have European history, please?
European history it is, and here we go with your first question. It became a symbol of the French Revolution and the Reign of Terror, with thousands of people executed by it, including nobles, clergy, and revolutionaries themselves. Name it.
The guillotine.
Guillotine is correct. On April 26, 1986, in Ukraine, this disaster resulted in a steam explosion and fire that released radioactive material into the environment, leading to immediate deaths and long-term health consequences. What was it?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl is correct. What Scandinavian country whose capital's name was changed from Christiania to Oslo?
Norway.
Norway is right. The Great Northern War was won by what czar responsible for modernizing Russia?
Peter the Great.
Peter the Great is correct. And finally, what pirate who used a ship called the Queen Anne's Revenge terrorized the West Indies and the Atlantic coast of North America in the early 18th century and is named for his dark facial hair?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is correct, and that means you start the day off perfectly with 225 points on the board. Very nicely done, Armstrong High School. And finally, we have our team from Butler Senior High School. And Butler, the leftover category we have for you is astronomy. And here we go with your first question. The Sea of Tranquility is found on what object whose dark side faces away from Earth?
The moon.
Moon is correct. Name the most widely accepted explanation for the universe's origin, beginning as a tiny, hot, and dense point that rapidly expanded and continues to stretch over billions of years.
The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is correct. Named after this astronomer, a large space-based telescope revolutionized our understanding of the cosmos since its launch in 1990.
Hubble.
Hubble is right. Primarily composed of a plasma, name the constant stream of charged particles that flows outward from the sun.
Solar rays.
Solar wind is the answer, but solar rays is accepted by the judge. Good job on that one. And finally, the sun will eventually turn from a red giant to what kind of small, dense star?
White dwarf.
White dwarf is correct. And with that, you two are perfect at 225 to kick off the day. And we have ourselves a great matchup right out of the gate with all three teams neck and neck. And more points are up for grabs as we head towards the Katie Quiz Knowledge Check right after this.
KD Quiz is brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community support since 1892.